What's going on, everyone? We are back with another video, and today we are going to be doing another what if, or would you rather. Sorry, not a what if. Another would you rather. Today's would you rather is, would you rather have your best player only play 24 minutes a game, or have your worst player get to play 24 minutes a game? So we're going to do a fantasy draft. And whatever position we get in this draft, we're going to do in another draft. So we're going to make sure we get the same exact team 2 times. And we're just going to send both seasons. One is going to be the scenario of the best player only getting to play 24 minutes. And then a scenario where the worst player gets to play 24 minutes. But your best player still gets to play however long you want. So it's hard to say, you know, because it all depends. Let's say in the first scenario here, we're gonna do the best player only gets to play 24 minutes, right? So what if in the next scenario, what if our best player say our best player in the next one is like Curry, right? Let's say our worst player is a point guard. Yeah. I mean, I guess Curry could play shooting guard. But, like, you kind of get what I mean. What if the worst player is like the same position as our best player? Now you're taking minutes away from your best player. Alright? The way I think I'm going to do this is I can't play out of position, because I think that's going to be cheating. So, if I get Steph Curry, I can't play him as a shooting guard. Right? I can do... LeBron James plays like point guard and small forward, so it doesn't really matter with him. But like say Giannis primarily is a power forward. If I were to get Giannis and my worst player happens to be a power forward, I can't play Giannis I can't start Giannis at like the center or the small forward. So I think that's what I'll do. I think the worst player has to start regardless and play 24 minutes. Or just has to play that same position, right? So I guess doesn't really have to start, but he has to get 24 minutes. And so, but yeah, we're just going to do random, and we're going to stop in 3, 2, 1. This scenario will probably be better if I do get a high pick, I think. I think this will be better if I get a high pick. I don't even remember the team I picked. Okay, so we're going to have a pretty mid player, honestly. Borderline... I wouldn't even say borderline superstar. Honestly, none of these guys are really superstars. I don't think any of these people are superstars. I think we kind of missed it actually by a decent amount. Probably around 15. Probably where like your borderline superstars are. So this might be not the greatest scenario, but it is what it is. We're just going to sim the draft. And yeah. I forget if I gave my position on this, but obviously because of the scenario, right? But I feel like a team like this, right, where you don't have a superstar necessarily. Like, yes, we have Zach LaVine, but we don't have a superstar. I don't think it's going to hurt us as much. Like, let's say, take the Cavs, LeBron's last year, right? Where he didn't really have that second star player because Kyrie left, right? If LeBron can only play 24 minutes, that's bad. I'd rather have the worst player play 24 minutes and let LeBron get minutes. But when you have a team like this, where you don't really have like that 95 plus overall player, like, yes, Zach LaVine's a great player and everything, but he's no LeBron James, right? So, first scenario is going to be playing Zach LaVine 24 minutes. He is highest overall. I'm allowed to distribute the minutes however I want. So we're gonna give Tim Hardaway, Kemba Walker, Tobias Harris got his minutes, Moses Brown, Larry Nance. Ugh, I really don't like this fucking team. thing is, we don't have a backup small forward. A good backup small forward. We have a fine backup shooting guard. And I can't give Zach LaVine more minutes, right? Because he can't. Bruce Brown's backup position is a small forward. So this is kind of where he's going to have to get some more minutes. Because we have to fill in those guard and wing minutes with someone. And so Bruce Brown has to get more minutes. Now, luckily, like in this situation, right, Malachi Flynn would have to get 24 minutes. I think in this situation, I'd rather just take away minutes from Zach LaVine, because I don't think this team would be that good regardless. Like, I don't think this team would be that good, if I'm being completely honest. But if we had LeBron James in this team, right, it'd be different. So we're gonna simulate this season. We'll come back in playoffs, you know, to see what the record is and everything. And then we'll go to another season. I'm going to get the same exact team. We'll do the same exact team. So I'll have to, like, write down these players to make sure. I forget what draft pick we had. We had, like, 18 or something. So I think I'm going to try and pick 18 again. And then see if it'll just make the same team. Hopefully it will. And then we'll simulate another season, and we'll see what season did better. But yeah, before we get to simulating, make sure you guys let me know in the comments what you guys think. Would you rather play your superstar player only 24 minutes, or would you rather, you know, let him play as much as he wants, but then have to play your worst player, who would be Malachi Flynn, 24 minutes? All right, so the team finished 31-51. Definitely got to make a note of that. We were actually really bad in the beginning, so I think about midway through we started picking it up a little bit, but still obviously did not do good at all. I don't care about that. Let's look at standings, see where we actually finished. 31-51. We honestly, yeah, we were actually pretty far out from the playoffs. We were 13 games out, so that's pretty bad. But it is what it is. Season stats: Zach LaVine still led us at 19 points. Let's see how many minutes he actually played, because usually it's not always accurate. Okay, so a little under 25. So it was approximately, he was getting approximately the right amount of minutes. So that's fine. But even he was very efficient in those minutes, man. That's crazy. I wish I could have played him a lot longer, but it is what it is. Clearly this was awful. I thought the team was awful regardless. So, no playoffs to sim, so I guess we'll just get to the next season. So I will rebuild the roster. Obviously, not everything's going to be the same, because not every team's going to have the same draft pick as they had in the last draft, and odds are everything won't be drafted exactly the same. Usually it's fairly similar, though, every draft. You know, you might get, like, you know, LeBron gets drafted ahead of KD in one draft, and another draft KD's drafted ahead of LeBron. So, but overall, each player usually gets drafted around the same point. All right, we are finally back with the team. For the most part, we got it. I think there were just like 3 people we had to get, Tobias Harris being one of them. And he was a little bit difficult to get on the team because we had to make contracts work. But we got it to work. Obviously, not everything's going to be the same again, but it's close enough. Our worst guy on the last team, yeah, we have different players down here who aren't getting any minutes, but our 10 players who are getting minutes are the same people. We do have Malachi Flynn, who's going to be getting 24 minutes, okay? So we have to give him 24 minutes. We have to give him all of those minutes. We don't have to let him start. We don't have to let him start, but he does have to get minutes. The way this is going to have to work now, since we have another guard, we're going to move Zach LaVine to the small forward. And Tim Hardaway Jr. is now going to be our backup small forward. And since we have 2 point guards, he's going to be a point guard, we're going to move Jalen Brunson to the shooting guard, I think. He's 6'1". How tall is Malachi Flynn? He's 6'1". So they both suck. They're both short, is basically what I'm saying. So we're just going to move Jalen Brunson there. It is what it is. A better starter. So starting lineup wise, it's a lot better. But our bench is just going to be a lot worse. Because we're going to have to figure out minutes now. Malachi Flynn has to get 24 minutes. He's going to be our 7th man. So now we have to figure out minutes. Okay, point guard's good. Shooting guard, we're going to need more minutes. And center, we're going to need more minutes. Actually, he's going to be our... wow, he's actually going to be our 6th man. Because we do have to get more minutes for our center. We have to take minutes. The thing is, I have to make that, since Malachi Flynn doesn't have a backup position, for him to get 24 minutes a game, Kemba Walker can only get 24 minutes a game. So I think I'm going to make Malachi Flynn's backup position a shooting guard, so he also gets minutes as a shooting guard. That's how I'm going to have to do it. That way I don't have to limit Kemba Walker. Because if I were to limit Kemba Walker, that would suck. Ooh, remove changes. His backup position is a shooting guard. Okay, there we go. Okay. I just readjusted the entire fucking lineup. I'm such an idiot. Okay, you're getting a lot less minutes. You're going to end up getting those minutes back. Okay, 18. Take some away from you. Give some back to you. Tim Hardaway Jr., you're getting hella less minutes. Ooh, 24 for you. Okay. Zach LaVine is honestly getting 36 minutes a game. Okay, so if we give them both 30 minutes, that's 18. That's 36 minutes for the guards off the bench. If he has to get 24, that means Bruce Brown can only get 12. That way, Malachi Flynn will get his 24 minutes. Zach LaVine playing 36 minutes a game means we can only give 12 to Tim Hardaway Jr. This is how we have to do it. To make sure that Malachi Flynn gets his minutes, that's how we have to do it. So then Moses Brown, Tobias Harris. The thing is, and we can't do that. So this is how we're actually going to have to do it. This is how the minutes have to go. And I think by doing this, everybody should get the minutes that are stated here. It should be really close. See, because this is what you have to do, right? Because you can't give... Like, let's say we had Joel Embiid getting 40 minutes a game, right? His only position is a center. Now, let's say we had a center off the bench. Let's say we had a decent center. Let's say we had, like, Jared Allen off the bench. If he doesn't have a backup position and we give him 20 minutes, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. If he gets... How can he get 20 minutes a game if he doesn't play any position besides center and there's only like 8 minutes to give, right? So I don't exactly know what 2K does in that situation. But to ensure that Malachi Flynn does get 24 minutes, I think this is how it's going to have to go. And we probably should have been this detailed when we did the last scenario, but, you know, we live and we learn. But yeah, this is the lineup. I think it's a lot better. I think this is better, for sure. It does suck that he has to get so many minutes and Tim Hardaway Jr. is not getting that many minutes off the bench, but it is what it is. And hopefully our starters can carry us to a better record than 31-51. Well, the team did significantly better. 9 games better, 40 and 42. So, I mean, that's technically what we did this for. So it is better, at least with this team, right? With this team, it was better giving our worst player 24 minutes than only giving our best player 24 minutes. And it wasn't exactly close. I would say 9 games is kind of like a big difference, right? I don't think we made playoffs. We were really close. This team was so streaky. It was so streaky. We were 3 games out, potentially 4, depending on if we would have had the tiebreaker or not. So, it sucks that we came that close and we could have made the playoffs, but we would have gotten bodied first round by the Timberwolves. Imagine seeing them as the first seed. Lamau, Anthony Edwards is still on the team. Season stats, Zach LaVine back to his 28. 5 on very efficient shooting. How did Malachi Flynn do? 10.5, 3 on 39 and 29% shooting. So he definitely held us back. I think if we don't play him minutes, this team definitely makes the playoffs. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. The point was not to rebuild the team, obviously. It was to see, would we rather play our best player 24 minutes or play our worst player 24 minutes? And we got the answer. Worst player playing 24 minutes was the way to go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna keep coming at you guys with more Would You Rathers, and I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Peace.